Imagine if dreams actually were worth more than money. Like you could go to the grocery store and buy your groceries with dreams, like, alright, here you go. I'm paying for this with my dream where me and Halle Berry go out for ice cream and then I lick it off of her Nothing. Never mind. What's up, everybody? It's Luke James, not the singer. If you're an indie artist looking for an album review and some promo, you can hit up Luke at redmattersite.com. And what I have for you boys and girls today is my review for Meek Mill's new album, Dreams Worth More Than Money. This one was supposed to come out quite a while ago, but because of Meek's legal troubles and doing some jail time, it got pushed back. But it's finally here, so let's just jump right into this review. It all starts off with Lord Knows, and I really like the way that the gospel vocals build up on this beat. It just gives it an epic and cinematic feel. Meek spits some bars about his rise and return to the rap game, and Tory Lanez ties it all together with a hook to make for one of the better songs on the album. But my personal favorite song on here is Jump Out the Face. And I'm not usually a Future fan. In fact, I find him pretty tedious and just the same shit over and over, but he snapped on this one, man. I can't even lie about it. The Metro Boomin production on this one is loud and on point as always, and it also has a really wavy type of feel to it, so this is one that you could definitely thump in your car while you're out driving around at night. As for the content, it's just the typical cars, choppers, money, and jewelry type of shit, but it fulfills its purpose because it's a trunk thumper. And there are a lot of thumpers on here, but a lot of them are pretty typical. I Got the Juice is one of the more basic tracks on here, and nothing about it stuck out to me other than the fact that it's banging. And the same can be said about the song Ambitionz, where Meek gets his hook from the Tupac classic. Check is lumped in with all these tracks as well, as it's just a banger about money. And so is Been That, featuring Rick Ross. This is just another boring banger. Unless you're not tired of hearing Rick Ross rap about kilos and watches in the same damn flow every time. Now, if you're one of those people who's into the whole Nicki Minaj and Meek Mill relationship, Nicki sings the hook on the song Bad For You, where the theme is a good girl who just wants to be bad for her man. But it's the track All Eyes On You that got a lot of people talking. This one is basically just a dedication from Nicki to Meek and Meek to Nicki, with Chris Brown going ooh, ah, all over it. If you care about their relationship, you'll probably like the song more than me, but I don't really give a shit about that, so I didn't care much for this song at all. But the beat is nice and cool because it's just a smooth rap and R&B jam. But the best R&B rap track on here by far is Pullin' Up featuring The Weeknd. And man, this one is so damn disrespectful that it's hilarious. The beat is a perfect late night creep anthem, and on the hook, The Weeknd sings, "Tell your man to wait inside when I'm pullin' up," which I'm thinking has to be a little diss to Safari. Cause we all know how Nicki broke up with him and it got messy, and then Meek got with Nicki. And with lines like "You say my name when I'm coming" and "Broke boys don't deserve pussy," Safari had to have been sick when he heard this one. He's gonna have to load up the chopper. And also, bonus points go to this song for the Liu Kang and Chun-Li references. Back in the day on my street when I was just a young one, we used to pause it when Chun-Li jumped through the air, cause you could see her ass cheeks a little bit. Yeah. We were some young pervs back on Karen Avenue. As for other features, Classic has a simple piano beat from Bangladesh, and it also features Jeremiah, who, as far as I can tell, only sings one damn note on the whole song. Swizz Beatz is on this as well, but he just drops a couple bars for the hook, and really they're forgettable. And on the 7-minute outro, Cold Hearted, there's a Diddy feature. But it hardly counts as a feature, because he's not rapping, he's just talking some shit about money, power, and fame. And Meek Mill does a hook on this one with some auto-tune, which I don't know why he chose to do that, because it just doesn't sound good at all. I think he should have tried something else. And the fact that he does auto-tune again for the hook on Stand Up just makes for two really bad hooks, man. I thought that was a bad choice. As a lot of you know, I'm not a big fan of auto-tune, but I don't mind it when it's done right or used in a certain way that fits the songs, but on these two songs it just seemed out of place, I thought. But that's just my opinion, and maybe some people will disagree. And speaking of the song Stand Up, when Meek Mill spit, "Whoever thought that Meek Millie would pass Jigga," I was just like, what? 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 Wait, what? And I know that he was just exaggerating a little bit with that line, but still. Come on, man. You're not close to passing Jigga. You got a long way to go to even be tickling his feet climbing up that ladder. But the feature that everyone has been talking about is Drake on the song R.I.C.O. This one has a very minimalistic beat built on some pizzicato strings, and while Meek Mill did snap on here, Drake was absolutely eaten. And I know some people like to hate on Drake and say that he can't rap, but that's just some hater shit if you ask me, cause Drake has had some pretty good verses over his career. And I promise you, this isn't just me sticking up for Drake as a fellow light-skinned Canadian. Happy Canada Day, by the way. Eh? So at the end of the day, this album does have some really great moments, but it's so loaded up with filler and basic content that it gets old fast. It's just that there's not much to dig into here. Pretty much the entire album revolves around that basic, underdog, I came from the bottom and now I'm ballin' type of shit. But it was cool on the song The Trillist when Meek Mill spit a little bit about how money and fame had a negative effect on him and some of the relationships that he had with his family members. I thought that moment was sincere. Other than that though, I found a lot of this album to be very forgettable, so I have it at a 3 out of 5. I don't think the album is trash, I don't think Meek Mill is trash, but I think he could have delivered much better than this. This to me just seemed like it could have been a Dat Piff mixtape, because there's pretty much no innovation on here, and the content is, I guess, just what you expect coming from Meek Mill, so I'm sure his fans will be happy here. But to me, there have been so many great albums this year that this one just doesn't really stick out at all to me. But that's just what I thought about this album. As usual, hit me up in the comments section to let me know what you think, and do all that other good YouTube and social media stuff, where you like my videos, you share them, you follow me on Twitter, you retweet the videos, and you especially subscribe to my channel, because that's the one that helps me out the most. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time.